How's it going, everyone? The Trout91 here for a new series called My Legends. It's basically going to be a series about people who I think should be legends, or I would like to see legends at some point in the near future. Hopefully for FIFA 15, if not sometime in the near future. I've seen quite a few people do series like this, especially Nepenthez. He's doing a great little series called Legend in the Making. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. If you have no idea who that is, you should know who Nepenthez is. Everyone knows who Nepenthez is. But I'll put his link in the description if you like stuff like this. First things first, Hasselbaink. I've given him an 87 rating because when you're reaching that 90 mark, you're kind of saying this guy's the best player in the world. And I wouldn't say at the time Hasselbaink was one of the best players in the world, but he was a phenomenal striker. He was such a complete, well-rounded striker. But you can't really say he was top of his game in terms of the players around him. You can't say he was the best of the best. He was fantastic, he was up there with the best, but you can't say he's the best, which is why I've given him an 87 rating. I don't want to be too overzealous with some of the ratings I give the players. Giving him 3-star skill moves because you never really see him do much in terms of skill moves, mostly because he doesn't need to. I've given him a 5-star weak foot because the more and more I watched of him, the more I realized I wanted to give him 4-star weak foot at first, but then I realized just how good he is with that left foot of his. It is just as good as his right foot at times, so I've given him that 5-star weak foot, even though I was a little bit reluctant to give it to him. His stats, 195 goals in 468 games. That's his senior career. 69 of those came at Chelsea in 136 games. So that's almost a goal every 2 games. Netherlands, 9 goals in every 23 games. That's a fantastic scoring ratio at international level, which is why I've given him such good stats in the shooting department. We'll get on to those. First up, 82 pace. I felt he wasn't exactly the quickest. You know, I don't remember him being lightning fast. I remember him being a little bit faster, but when I watched back some of his stuff, he never really used his pace, mostly because he didn't need to. He was so strong. His strength did everything for him, and his dribbling ability got him through the rest of it. He never had to outpace people. His dribbling and his strength did everything for him, which is why I've gone for 82 pace. His dribbling, I've given him 78 because it was actually very, very good. He didn't do the skill moves that you would expect from people with such high dribbling stats, but he was very good with his feet, even though it was mostly about shooting with Jimmy Floyd, as you would expect. I've given him 92 shooting because he finished so many chances at such ridiculous angles. It was quite incredible to watch. And some of his long shots were just absolutely phenomenal. You put him at close range, he could do it. You put him at long range, he could do it. He had an incredible finesse shot. He just had the complete shooting arsenal in his locker. Giving him 80 passing because he actually had some great passing stats, especially when he was partnershiped with Johnson up front at Chelsea. This is what most of this is based on, is his time at Chelsea, because I felt that was his peak. Defending, obviously, 51. The only reason I'm giving him something in the 50s is because of his strength. So if he did have to tackle someone, he could probably outmuscle them. But he wasn't known really for his tackling ability. And 76 heading. Not much of a headerer, I will say that. It was more about with his feet. But when he did header the ball, he was very good at it. He did score a couple of nice little headers. Some of them weren't fantastic. His accuracy with his head wasn't as good as you would expect for someone so big and strong. But that's that. So that's what I've given him overall in his stats. And notable traits, you know, these are kind of things that could potentially be on his card if need be, was his strength. He had a great finesse shot. He had incredible power free kicks. I think anyone who's watched his free kick for Middlesbrough will know just how lightning that ball goes when he hits it. I've given him a skilled dribbling trait as a potential thing because he did have really nice dribbling ability. You'll see in some of the clips here. Incredible long shot taker. There's no doubt about it that that trait would have to be on Big Jimmy. Finally, I've given him the leader trait just because I feel like he was very good as a leader, one of the big guys influencing the rest of the team. So that's a potential in there. Anyway, if you enjoyed, please do drop a like rating. I enjoyed making this. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Suggest some ones in the comments that you feel are worthy of legends. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, like my Facebook page, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you later. Peace out.